everybody, Sonic 134 here.
I'm Average Joe Squad.
Welcome to another episode of Remember the Hyphen, the show you look at comic books, movies, and everything in between. So, Colton, you said you had an idea for video here, and
Now that you're looking at everything I have for it, you're like, holy fuck.
you do have quite a lot. Basically, kind of a continuation of the video game
Collection idea.
collection. Yeah.
We're gonna do all my PS1 games.
Yep. So, why don't we start?
Let's do the ones that don't have the cases.
Yeah, I was about to say let's do those first.
Some of these do have cases, they're in here, but I keep it. Most of the time anymore, I keep my games in a big like folder because it's just easier than having to go and look through every case.
Yeah.
And then as we quickly discovered when we were trying to get all these, I was like, holy hell, I have these in all different
No,
places.
yeah, you have like they were in like at least 3 different places.
So, but yeah, we'll just go through. I'm gonna warn you in advance. I have a lot of these. You guys can't see them. This is the tallest stack.
Yeah.
And there's 2 other stacks in front of it.
So get comfortable.
So, okay, we have NASCAR Racing for the PS1. Fun fact, made by the same people that make iRacing, like the same exact company. They made a PlayStation port of it. It's not, it's not very good, I don't think.
I can imagine. A lot of PC ports for the PlayStation 1 were not very good.
I swear this is the same game, but it's like different coloring.
Yeah, that is weird.
So this is IHRA Drag Racing.
And those are both made by Bethesda.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I have 2 copies of this for certain, I know. Final Fantasy Tactics.
I've never actually seen a family video version of Tactics.
Well, it was a rental.
Okay.
Like, it's just a...
Yeah, but like it's got like a different...
Well, it's just a thing they put over top of it.
Yeah.
It's like a screen they did. I got Real Fishing.
I'm sure you spent a lot of hours on that.
Metal Gear Solid VR missions.
Never heard of that one.
So we got Gran Turismo 2.
Oh, Siphon Filter.
I have every Siphon Filter game except the 3rd one. It wouldn't surprise me if there's PS2 versions of this, but I don't know. This is kind of a dead series anymore.
It really
I wish
is.
they would bring this back.
Well, a lot of that's because like it's like based on like an older version of like a third-person shooters, and like I think it's just they're kind of outdated. But
Yeah. Have you ever heard of this game, Apocalypse?
I don't think I've ever heard of this.
Bruce Willis got mocapped for this. He's in this. There's music videos in this.
Really?
Like, fucking System of a Down's in this. Crazy game. Hard as fuck. Honestly, very, very hard as fuck. I got that off a buddy of mine. He said he never beat that game, and I've never even gotten close to it because the game is hard. You gotta like play that on like an emulator where it continues.
Gotcha.
Twisted Metal 3. I got 2 PS1 jam packs.
Yeah, which is our demos.
Yeah, Summer '99. This has Ape Escape, Bloody Roar 2, The Next Tetris, MLB 2003 Extreme, Elmo's Letter Adventure.
I've actually seen Elmo's Letter Adventure.
Have you?
Yeah. Literally, what you do is you go on different little paths, and you have to find the same letter of that like that's whatever you're looking for. It's really not very good.
Xena Warrior Princess, R4 Ridge Racer Type 4, and Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1.
Ridge Racer.
And then I got another jam pack. I don't know what year this is or what month, and I don't even know what's on it, but a lot of times almost all of these I've picked up at secondhand stores. And honestly, sometimes I find these without the cases because like people just the cases get roached.
And if only you had the jam pack summer of '69.
I'm gonna save this because that game's in the stack somewhere. Driver. I don't know. Do you know about Driver?
Yeah, I've heard of Driver.
The GTA ripoff, basically that they actually made fun of in GTA 3.
Yeah, I think isn't there like a more modern one with Vin Diesel? Or am I thinking of someone else?
There might be. I don't know. Not offhand, at least. But okay, now we're gonna get into the stack. And for the record, I've not played all of these. I'm kind of the guy that I see PS1 or like video game stuff, I pick it up.
Yeah.
Because the way I see it is I'll play it eventually.
Yeah.
You know, I might not get to it immediately, but I'll get to it eventually.
In this economy?
Yes. Well, especially if we get quarantined, I'm like, holy fuck, I got all this time.
No,
Too much time on my hands. We got Auto Destruct. Don't know what that's about. We're gonna get flamed from people. I may not know what some of these games are. Spec Ops, Ranger Elite.
Some of these now this one I own.
Crash 2, and this is the holographic cover.
Yeah, not only that.
I think you said this is worth money.
Yeah, because it's the black label.
Yeah.
Most PS1 games are really only worth anything if they're the black labels.
The green greatest hits ones are just ugly as fuck.
They really are.
NASCAR 98. There's legacy versions of this for 98, 99. I don't own them, sadly. Kind of wish I did.
Now, this here, is that like a collection of like old Contra games?
No, this is a brand new one.
Oh, that's brand new?
This is the brand new Contra game.
Okay.
Or at least brand new for that year. This came out in... I like that Silent Hill ad.
Oh my god.
For OG Silent
That shows
Hill.
how old this game
That's
is.
in here somewhere too. I have OG Silent Hill. Which, I have a good story for that once we get to it. But yeah, this is a brand new Contra game for that year. Tekken 3,
which I own. I don't know.
Have you played this?
Oh yeah, I love Tekken 3. Tekken 3 is great. It's like the best Tekken, at least for me.
Want to play Monopoly? I love Monopoly.
That
this
might be
motherfucker won't play Monopoly with me, and I'm upset.
I don't.
You don't want to get just completely fucked by me as I take the rule book and I'm like, let me read the rules.
To be fair, it's less me and more you want me and several of our friends to play. And I'm like, I don't know if I really want friendships to end because of Monopoly.
Gran Turismo 1. I have 2 copies of this. This is one of those weird things I remember telling Shane about where it's a 2-disc case, but you guys can't see it. There's no insert for this. It's a 1-disc game only.
I wondered if maybe that was
Why?
like it had like the soundtrack.
No, it's just there's not even a place to put a disc in that, and it even says on the front 1 disc. That was the thing I noticed that PS1 games would do back then, is they would do that shit. I don't know why.
I think is they wanted to seem like they were like PC.
Yeah. Army Men World War, Land, Sea, and Air, which I love the Army Men games.
The Army Men games are
These
pretty
games
fun.
are hard as fuck,
They are.
though.
They are.
I recently got Toys in Space on Steam, and I was playing it the other night, because I used to play Toys in Space when I was really young.
Yeah.
I can't play that shit anymore.
No, I can imagine.
Shit is so hard. Like, I got stuck on the first level. ATV Quad Power Racing. Like, some of these titles, you can tell I just picked up, because
like, oh, racing game.
There was a period I wanted to get every PS1 game
Right.
ever made.
Yeah.
Which I'm still kind of doing, but I'm not crazy enough anymore to spend buku ass money on it.
Well, then, like, at least that would at least be better than say like doing every single NES classic game. 'Cause there's like 800 of those.
It's cheaper. And I have some big name titles in there that are worth money, which we'll get to. Need for Speed V Rally.
There's a lot of those.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a case for Twisted Metal 3.
This is another copy of it. So I have 2 copies of this apparently.
Oh hey, I have this at home.
Yep. Spyro Dragon.
That's. I prefer Spyro 2 or Spyro 3, but Spyro 1 has its own charm to it.
Scooby Doo and Cyber Chase.
Like zoinks! I'm
actually
a
gonna move a little
super
closer
shag!
just so people can actually see these cases a little bit, just because I'm sitting so far away.
This game is basically a Crash 3 ripoff. As much as, like, not that it's a bad thing, just...
Yeah. Army Men 3D.
Army Men.
Real Combat. Plastic Men. These games were fun.
No, they were. Because, like...
It's just literally playing with Army Men.
Oh, wow, I didn't know you... That one actually I think might be worth some money, too, even though it's classic. Because I know Tenchu's one of those...
Yeah.
Oh, you have the original Pac-Man World.
Pac-Man World? Yeah.
Honestly, I think Pac-Man World 2 is better than Pac-Man World 1, but that's just me.
The Mummy?
The Mummy.
The original one. RC Revenge. Don't have the pamphlet for this, but... Hardcore 4x4.
I mean, to be fair, PlayStation was kind of like the end of, like, really cool pamphlets.
Oh, I got a good story about this one. Andretti Racing. There is a PC game called NASCAR Road Racing.
Yeah.
That it's literally this game, but they just threw the stock cars in from EA.
Really?
NASCAR 99. It's literally the same exact fucking game.
Interesting.
Like, not even lying to you.
I've actually seen this.
Centipede?
Remember I tell a little story about this?
Yeah, go ahead.
See, back in the PlayStation era, there was like a really big move to try and bring like old classic arcade games to the PlayStation.
To modern systems.
Because like Pac-Man World, Frogger,
Some of the jam packs.
Centipede, because they all got like these like new releases in that, and this is like one of those. There's a breakout game for PS1 where literally the characters are the little bars. Like literally they have little eyes and they talk and shit. It's so weird, and they tried doing that where like all of them like they tried doing like stories and like all like Frogger 2 has it that Frogger and his girlfriend are trying to rescue their baby tadpoles from like this evil like alligator.
It's crazy shit.
I'm like, you don't need that. You could just literally port them.
We got Jam Pack, another one. This one is Summer 2K.
Oh wow.
So Summer 2000. This has The Legend of Dragoon, Hot Shots Golf 2, Medieval 2, Grind Session, Speed Punks, Siphon Filter 2, Toomba 2, The Evil Swine Return. Spider-Man, hey, it's the actual Spider-Man. Actually, because I think the demos, we might have to try this before you leave, because I think the demo is a little different.
What's funny is, I don't think Toomba 2 actually came over to America. I think it only got released in, like, the UK.
Yeah.
in Japan, which
NASCAR Rumble, which I have. Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2. I'm gonna put this off aside because actually we're gonna try that demo before you leave. Because my PS3 plays this.
Well, because the fun thing about these demos is that like they're like older like builds.
Yeah,
and
like,
sometimes stuff are different.
That's why I want to try that because I think there is stuff about that's different, but I'm not totally 100% sure.
There's GTA 2.
GTA 2, and this is okay. So I have the PC game case, and I have just the disc for the second game. So I just kind of shoved it in the PC case.
How weird is that? Like we're only on like the 5th Grand Theft Auto, and it's been like.
Yeah, and this is like 1999.
Yeah. No,
So Beyblade.
let it rip. I actually
don't have
own
the
that.
pamphlet for this either.
That game is ass.
He's back. Frogger.
I have this for PC.
Do you really?
Yeah, it's not very good.
NASCAR 99. Blaster Master.
Oh yay! I didn't know that they made a Blaster Master for the PlayStation.
Blasting again.
Huh? That's kind of neat. If you want to do that, just play Arkham Knight.
That's Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3. Army Man Sarge's Heroes. Got more of these Army Man
I
games.
want to know. I think Sarge's Heroes was considered like the bad one of the group. Not like
Dracula. Point and click game. On the PS1. I tried playing this. This game is complete fucking ass.
you want a real bad game.
Like, AVGN reviewed that. Just watch his review. That game is complete garbage on whatever system it is.
No, you want a bad game port, PC port. Diablo 1 for PlayStation.
I won't talk about that. Tomorrow Never Dies. James Bond.
I didn't know that Tomorrow Never Dies had a James Bond game.
Oh yeah, never played it, but I've heard some okay things about it. GTA 1.
Oh, the original GTA, aka
and it's in a jam pack 98 disc, like a case.
Yeah.
But like I had the pamphlet and had the game.
AKA Micro Machines, but you kill each other.
Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2, Black Label.
Is that the one where you can play as
Actually,
Django Fett?
Actually, this is a PC version of this. No, I don't know why that's in there.
Is that the one where you can play as Django Fett or Wolverine?
I don't know. Grand Theft Auto, again, have the PS1
Is that a
version.
poster?
That's the map.
Oh.
Again, PS1 version, but it's in the PC case because I don't have a case for it. Army Men World War, which is a different one. There's another World War. Oh, because I think the other one was like Lancine Air.
Yeah. Oh, there's Rebel
Star Wars
Assault.
Rebel Assault 2. These are good. I know the original Rebel Assault. Okay, so this is the one with the live action cutscenes.
Gotcha.
They actually used all the original props in the original trilogy doing these.
Okay.
Because they filmed it at Skywalker Ranch. Grind session. Some of these you're just like, I don't like. If you didn't know I was trying to get everyone, you'd be like, why do you own some of these?
Well, the fishing one was a little off, but like the skateboarding and the
Tomb Raider Chronicles.
is that the one where it's like playing like different levels
Yeah.
from each game?
No, it's I'm gonna get to it. I'm gonna put it aside from when we get to Tomb Raider because I have all the Tomb Raider
Okay.
games. It's easier for me to explain all those in order. NASCAR Thunder 03, which is funny because this was PS2 era. Yeah, because I had this on PC.
Well,
when I
it's
was little.
2003. That's like the very beginning of the PlayStation 2's lifespan. They made
Yeah.
PlayStation games up until like I think 2004.
Another copy of NASCAR 99. NASCAR Thunder 2002.
Oh, the director's cut of Resident Evil.
Yeah. Okay, so are we at Tomb Raider? Okay, yeah, we're at Tomb Raider. Okay, so now I can explain these a shit ton better. That's the PC version. I don't know what. Why is my PC? Some of these PC stuff, I don't know why it's
Is that
in
the
here.
one where she's topless on the inside of it?
No, hold on. Where is? It might be actually. I don't know. There it is. There's Tomb Raider 2. So I have like 2 copies of this. Okay, I
hates when I bring
think
that
I know
up.
why. I think I know why I have so many copies of these. Because I think they're different. There's differences. Okay. Okay, so yeah, there is. Because this includes demos, and this one doesn't
Okay.
say it has demos. So, Tomb Raider 1, great game. I've actually beaten this game. Hard son of a bitch.
No, it really is.
I have the PC version with the box too. Like I have the triangular box. So yeah, that's why I have those 2 copies of that. There's one that has demos, the other one
the
doesn't.
OG tank controls.
Yeah. Tomb Raider 2. Haven't beaten this one. I've gotten pretty close to it.
Is that say Tomb Raider 2 starring Lara Croft?
Yeah.
Well, who else would star?
I don't know. Includes demos of Legacy of Kain, Soul Reaver, and Tomb Raider 3.
I forget Legacy of Kain was like a.
Yeah. Okay, here we go. Tomb Raider 3, Adventures of Lara Croft. I've never beaten this one. I've heard that one's not as good as the second one. Last Revelation. Okay, so now I can explain Chronicles. Okay, so at the end of this game, for those of you who don't know, spoilers. I don't even know if you need to put spoilers because
Yeah.
this game came out in like 1999.
Yeah.
Laura dies at the end of this game.
Yeah.
She basically she supposedly dies.
Yeah.
She's in a pyramid that collapses, and they find her backpack at the end of it. But fun fact, this also has an ad for my favorite Tomb Raider game, Angel of Darkness, in it.
Isn't one of them also like you get like a special watch that because they were selling like a watch?
I don't know about that, but this is after her funeral back in England, and it's just people that knew her telling different stories.
Yeah,
so you're playing these stories.
Yeah, that's what I thought it was.
And the end of the game is them finding the backpack.
Yeah.
Showing that Laura is still alive. This game, well, there's an ad here for the comic series, which I've never read, but this game is also partially why AOD didn't have as many people on it as it probably should have, because the movie was coming out, and AOD was supposed to promote the movie.
Right.
Well, Angel of Darkness wasn't done yet. So they put this out in order to have something to sell the movie.
Yeah.
But in doing so, they had to divert part of their team from Angel of Darkness to do this.
Yeah, that happens a lot.
Out of the ones for the PS1, I would say this is probably the weakest. Probably that's probably the weakest, and I would probably say Tomb Raider 3.
Yeah.
Because I think one's the best, 2's good, 4's really good, and then those ones. I still think Angel of Darkness is the best one overall, though. So.
Oh, you don't like the ones by SquareSoft?
I like Legend. Legend and Anniversary are good. I don't like how they kind of dumb Laura's character down that way.
Well, now it's all about because like
they try to make her into like this like really heroic figure, and I'm like, Laura like literally steals from archaeological sites and does it for sport. I mean, she's never once been a hero. She's more of like an anti-hero.
I like they made her a lesbian though.
On the new ones.
Yeah.
NASCAR 98. It might be my third copy of that.
I don't doubt it.
NASCAR 2000. Which I want to say this was the last one to feature Earnhardt on the cover of it.
So basically, you told me you brought these all out so you can try and get some back into the disc, wasn't it?
It was,
just wondering.
Siphon Filter 1.
Oh, don't you have the? Oh no, it's on.
So I have another copy of that.
You have one that's a green version.
Resident Evil 3 Nemesis, including the Demo Crisis demo disc.
Yeah, they should do more with Dino Crisis.
I don't know why they don't do like a modern day reboot of Dino Crisis would be really, really fun.
Yeah, no, because like
I sadly don't have Dino Crisis either. I wish I did.
I think they got a port for the PS2 too.
Gran Turismo 2, I only have one disc for this. So I bought that's used. Siphon Filter 2. Another case of this is actually 2 discs. Okay. 3. The third one which I don't have is like that where it's a 2 disc case but it has 1. I read somewhere they planned more for Siphon Filter 3. They took it out. So that's why there's that weird disc thing. Resident Evil 2.
Chris, please.
Winner part in the movie. And other great prizes.
Yeah. Nothing like getting a place in the movie.
Yeah. I don't have a manual for this, but I have a really funny thing with this game. I can't beat this game.
That's fair.
But here's the deal. I've gotten so fucking close to it. Like, there was a night I played through... because I usually play Claire's scenario rather than play Leon's one first.
I don't want to get cucked by a Wong the whole time.
Basically. Well, actually, no. I think I'm getting there. So the first time I played as Claire in this, I got really, really close to beating the game, and I never got back to it. And by the time I got back to it, I didn't really remember what I was doing.
Yeah, I've been there.
These are one of those games where you kind of have to write down what the fuck you were doing.
Yeah.
Especially if you're not using a guide, like I was. So, I had a buddy of mine, and this was like back in high school. Because back in high school, I was really into PS1 stuff.
Yeah.
And that would have been probably about like 2011. I had a buddy of mine come over, and I was like, let's stay up all night and try to beat this. You know, because it was my birthday. I'm like, let's try to beat Resident Evil 2.
Right.
I got all the way to the last boss, and I had no ammo. So I couldn't beat the game. I was that close.
No.
The end of the game was so fucking close. So I've never gone back to this because I'm just like, I can't beat this game. I don't know why. I got bad luck with it.
You died at the first zombie?
No. Gran Turismo, Black Label. That's a PC game. I don't know why some of these cases are just mixed up. Need for Speed, High Stakes.
Of all the Final Fantasies you could have.
I had more. Final Fantasy VIII. This is actually the only one I've ever beaten. 8 is the only one I've ever beaten.
I have problems with that game. Mostly the magic system.
Jamie got mad. I think Jamie got mad when I told him 8 was the only one I've ever beaten. Crash Bandicoot Warped.
That's actually my favorite Crash Bandicoot.
Crash 2.
Crash 2. Not a bad game.
Alone in the Dark. One-Eyed Jack Revenge. I think this game's actually worth money.
I was about to say, because I think that's like...
Yeah. Resident Evil 1. Director's Cut. Dukes of Hazzard.
They made a Dukes of Hazzard PlayStation game?
Yeah, go ahead and look at that real quick. There's
like
another
a racing game?
There's another case I need to grab. I just remembered it. Again, we're so professional here that we always stay on camera.
Well, I mean, like, it's a podcast. They don't need to fucking look at us.
Forgot about this.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I forgot you do have this.
Resident Evil 1 long box.
Yeah, the long box.
My long box is beat to shit.
Actually,
I can't even put the disc in here.
Yeah. Why don't you explain what a long box is?
For those of you who don't know, this is what PS1 games used to look like compared to Jewel Box. They went away from these probably because these things are a pain in the ass to put on a shelf. I have this store of my fucking PC boxes. That's why I didn't grab it. Now I think about it.
Because that one would have the original soundtrack, right? Because the director's cut doesn't have the original soundtrack.
This has the original soundtrack to this. When they did this, they put an orchestrational score in it, and it's, if you ask a lot of fans, this is the actual.
Well, no, it had something to do with the fact that the guy who said he created the music for the Resident 1.
Here's the game for it too. I knew it was in one of those cases, and you can actually see the difference. Maybe.
Yeah, basically for Resi 1, the guy turned out actually didn't make any of the music he did. He had someone ghostwrite it for him. And there was a lot of they didn't want to pay the guy who actually ghostwrote.
I'm putting that in that case. That's
when they made the director's cut, so they had to go back and that's why it's kind of half-assed. I did not know that this had a. So it's basically like a racing game
featuring the original voices too.
Ooh, I don't know. Some of them probably
also has the actual song in it too.
Just a good old boy. Probably sounds like shit.
Star Wars. We can pop that in and try it. Star Wars Jedi Power Battles. This is okay. It's not the greatest.
I'll take your word for it.
That's a PC game.
It's really good.
It's just how many PC games does Colton have stuck in this stack?
Star Wars.
Medal of Honor Underground. The only Medal of Honor game where you play as a female protagonist. You play as Marion. She's actually in some of the other Medal of Honor games. It's a French Resistance is what you're playing as in that. That game's okay. Medal of Honor, the original Medal of Honor. Silent Hill.
The
original Silent Hill. Now, fun fact on how I got this, and I know some people are going to be pissed when I tell this story. So, when I got into Silent Hill, I'm one of those guys, I like to play stuff in order, you know. I did that with Resident Evil. I did that with Silent Hill, for the most part, because I'm going to get to that in a minute, because Silent Hill 2 is way too fucking expensive, and I don't like to emulate shit. But anyway, I wanted this game, because I had Silent Hill 3 for the PS3. I mean, PS2. Mm-hmm. So, I went online, and this shit's going for like $80 fucking for just the disc.
Yeah.
And I'm like, there ain't no fucking way I'm paying $80 for this fucking game. Now, I have this weird habit of, I'll go looking for a game, and because I go thrift store shopping every Saturday, I'll go out Saturday and I'll find that damn game I was looking at. I did that with NHRA, a couple games like that. This was one of them. And this is like original Black Label, you know, manual, everything's in it. It's in prestigious shape. $2.99. So some people probably going to be pissed that I got it for that low.
This one I know about.
Chrono Cross. I have the guide for this too.
Yeah, this is actually the sequel to Chrono Trigger. Most people tell me it's not very good, but like,
I actually liked this. I've played a little bit of this game. I actually like this game.
I think that's mostly because it doesn't play like the original Chrono Trigger.
Yeah,
is kind of the bigger issue with it.
Star Wars Episode 1 Fan Mesh, featuring the Duel of the Fates music video.
I've actually seen that game.
That game's weird.
Yeah.
Contender 2.
You want to be a contender?
Final Fantasy 7 Black Label.
You at least have a good Final Fantasy
manual. $2.99.
Yeah, that
$2.99. Some people will probably be pissed that I have this game for this cheap because it's a Black Label. That thing's worth money.
It is worth money. I'm actually I'm okay. Never mind then. Which
Fantastic Four?
I've seen that play.
I mean, we can always do a video on my PC games because I have quite a bit of old PC games. There's a PC game as well, but you know what? I have the PS1 game is stuck in here.
Yeah,
Spider-Man, classic game. Love this game. Could probably still do this from memory.
Oh yeah, no.
2 copies of Spider-Man 2 and Electro.
Are you trying to find one with the Twin Towers still in it?
There's the case for NASCAR racing.
This is what I was talking about. Frogger 2: Swampy's Revenge.
Swampy's Revenge.
That game is not very. Well, it's okay.
Yeah. So that's my PS1 collection.
Yeah.
Like I said, I have quite a bit. 25 minutes to go through my entire PS1 collection.
Well, we kind of sped through 'em 'cause
And then I have Parasite Eve 1 and 2 on the PS3 as well. I bought the Classics edition.
Yeah. You have a lot of the stuff I would have. I have like I mean, granted, I don't have a lot of this, but
Yeah.
I have like some weird stuff. Like I have like
there's been some games I've passed over on the game on the years. Like there were like some Barbie games and like
Yeah.
Mary Kate and Ashley games where I just kind of passed on them.
oh, you don't want to get Barbie Horse Racer?
Do I fucking look like I want to get that?
I don't know. Maybe.
I ain't getting cooked. Who knows? But, yeah, I mean, like, what do you think for me? My collections.
It's
Honestly?
a little bit more varied than I thought it would be. I thought it would be mostly racing games.
like war games.
Yeah, war games. A couple of the Resis.
But I have quite a bit. Honestly,
No, you have a pretty decent collection.
You should look. Well, if we do a video on my PC games, prepare to be even more crazed over the shit I have because I have some random shit.
No, you did have. I do notice you have some random shit. For me, it was kind of interesting just seeing how much I actually knew about. Because I know a lot of PlayStation stuff because I grew up with the PlayStation.
Yeah.
But it's weird seeing a lot of the some of the